And when he woke up from his beatdown, he had a footprint on his face. That was beautiful, man. Motherfucker woke up with a footprint on his face.
Yeah.
That's how you so-called white people. Every day you're gonna have footprints
Every morning
on your
they're
face.
gonna wake up with footprints.
You're gonna wake up with a waffle on your face.
Limbs missing.
Yeah, you're gonna have limbs missing. You're gonna get fucked up, man.
Isaiah 33 verse 18.
Thus saith the Lord, bitch.
Thine heart shall meditate terror.
Read it again.
Thine heart shall meditate terror.
So the Lord said, thine heart shall meditate terror. We're going to be thinking of creative ways to fuck you so-called white people up. And not just you, the other, we're going to get them, you so-called, you Hamites, you so-called Africans, we're going to get your monkey ass too. Alright? You East Indians, you Arabs, you Chinese, you Japanese, you're not exempt from this. You Hawaiians, you Samoans, none of you are exempt from this. You all going to pay for what you did. But the one that's going to get it the worst, the one we're going to peel the skin off and treat like a red-headed stepchild is you so-called white people, you Edomites. Go ahead, brother.
Habakkuk chapter 2 verse 8. Because thou hast spoiled many nations, all the remnant of the people shall spoil thee, because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein.
So basically, you're gonna pay for everything that you've done, and you're gonna pay. You're gonna, as the elder Tahar said before, you're gonna pay a pound of flesh. But you know what? It's gonna be more than a pound of flesh, and it's gonna be literally taken off you. It's gonna be flesh and bone. Because a lot of you crackers in the kingdom, you're gonna be hobbling. Because you're gonna be missing toes, you're gonna be missing legs, you're gonna be missing feet. You're not gonna have to worry about a dental plan because you ain't gonna have no teeth in your mouth. Whatever you're gonna eat is gonna have to be soft and moist.
Not even their own women are gonna want it.
And not even your own women are gonna. We're gonna have to force them to lay down with you. To bring forth more devils.
Bring back your own kind for the slaughter.
And then after 1,000 years of slavery, we're going to round you up and we're going to burn you.
Exterminate.
You like burning black people, right, during slavery, and even back in the 50s and the 60s. You like lynching so-called Negroes. You like killing so-called Latinos and North American Indians and skinning them. Well, guess what? You're going to get the same and double. Goddamn devils. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Bring it up.
The book of Ezekiel chapter 35 verse 5. Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel.
Right. This is talking to you so-called white people. You Edomites. Read that again.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred.
Because thou has had a perpetual hatred. And you know what? This you so-called Israelites out there that say that the so-called white man ain't going into slavery, you're gonna get fucked up too. Because you're nothing but a bunch of traitors, a bunch of Uncle Toms. Porch monkeys. Good slaves.
Crickets.
Yeah, bro.
Crickets.
Because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood.
Right, and you so-called white people, you're going to be prepared unto blood. The same thing that you did to us, all you got to do is go back in the history. Look up, it ain't that far long ago. Just look up the history of what you did to the so-called Negroes, the so-called Native American Indians, and the so-called Latinos. And that's what's going to be your future.
Yep, reap what you sow.
You reap what you sow. And you motherfuckers are so proud that not even though we don't want no reparations from you. We don't want your reparations. We don't want your bullshit money. We want your life.
We want you.
All right? And the bottom line is whenever the so-called Negro or any of the other tribes talk about reparations or being justice being done for them, you have the fucking audacity to say, "Oh, that was in the past." Why you just can't let bygones be bygones? Just forgive and forget. And then you wonder why the fuck we're so mad. And why you guys curse so much, motherfucker? Because if you was being oppressed too, you'd be freaking mad too.
Surely oppression.
Right? Surely oppression would make the wise man mad.
Yeah, they're still hollering about what happened in Germany.
Right? You still talking about the shit that happened in Germany, which nothing happened in Germany.
Nothing happened in Germany.
But you want revenge. Anytime something is done against the so-called white man, you want fucking revenge. But anytime you do something against somebody else, you don't want to pay, but you're gonna pay. You devils are gonna pay, and you're gonna drink it down. You're gonna be forced to drink it down. Yeah, brother.
Therefore, as I live, saith the Lord power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Since thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Since you have not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. And that's mainly talking about you elites. Alright? Because you elites were the ones that caused this transatlantic slave trade. Right. You financed that transatlantic slave trade behind the scenes. You so-called Jews. You Khazars. Behind the scenes, you financed this transatlantic slave trade and try to make it seem like it was the Arabs and the Africans that did all the work. They were part of it, but you helped push that too. You helped finance it behind the scenes, and you benefited off of it. Is there more on that?
Yeah. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passes out and him that returneth.
And America is going to be totally wiped off the map. So go from there. Go to Isaiah, the 24th chapter. And we're going to go straight to the point, and then we'll close it on this. Isaiah 24 and 21.
Isaiah chapter 24, verse 21. And it shall come to pass in that day, that the Lord shall punish the hosts of the high ones that are on high.
Right, so the time is coming where the Most High, He's going to destroy the host of the high ones that are on high. That's your so-called elites. You're going to be the first one to take slavery. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the Warburgs, the Schiffs, and all the rest of you Vanderbilts, and all the rest of you Fortune 500 families. And then it's going to trickle down to the rest of you everyday average Joe 6-pack crackers. And the poly purebred Edomite hoes.
And the kings of the earth upon the earth.
And the kings of the earth upon the earth. Because right now, you so-called white people, you are elites. You living it up. You living lovely. You can go anywhere on the planet Earth. You can do anything you want. You have the whole world in your hand right now. But it's going to be taken away from you in a moment's time. America, which is your cash cow, will be destroyed in 1 hour. 60 minutes.
22nd verse. And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit.
And they shall be gathered together as prisoners are gathered in the pit. You're going to go to these fallout shelters. You're going to try to hide. And we're going to come up in there and we're going to them big steel doors that you got to try to hide from the radiation and the nuclear fire. We're going to come there, we're going to kick those doors down, we're going to roll up in there, and we're going to snatch your ass up, we're going to put chains on you, and we're going to cart your monkey ass into slavery. And we're going to be selling you. We're going to be putting you on slave ships, we're going to be shipping you around the world. And we're going to be hard on you. So you ain't seen nothing yet, because the Lord is going to put His Spirit. Right now, we can't really do nothing because we don't have any power yet. But when the Lord gives us that power, He's going to give us the power, and He's going to put His Spirit inside of us, and we're going to do it according to His anger and according to His fury. And you better believe that the Most High is pissed off. And the Most High would have been destroyed this place if it wasn't for His prophecies. Because He gave His word, and He has to keep His words. And until all His prophecies are fulfilled, He will not come and destroy the so-called white man. Go ahead, brother.
All right. And shall be shut up in the prison, and after many days shall they be visited.
Yeah.
Then the moon shall be confounded, and the sun ashamed, when the Lord of hosts shall reign in Mount Zion and in Jerusalem, and before his ancients gloriously.
Right, so on that day, when the Most High comes and destroy your ass, and he comes to build us back up, and to set us back up into power and set us back in order, you so-called white people, you're going to be down. Your knowledge, wisdom, and understanding that you had to rule the whole world is going to be taken away from you. All this bullshit, all these bullshit lies, this zeitgeist and all this bullshit Catholicism and all these different false religions, they're going to be all wiped out. And with that, we say shalom, and till the next time, shalom.